Inside a snowflake, like the one on your sleeve, lay the small town of Whoville, if you could even believe. And up on the mountain, above all the Whos, lived a nasty old Grinch and his little dog, too. One day, Cindy Lou, the smallest of Whos, taught that mean old Grinch he was special, too. And now won't you join them, this jolly old pair, as they look back on Christmas and the memories they share. It's time for Good Children, the podcast.
You're giving me horrible vibes.
I'm giving horrible vibes?
The way you were just looking at me was insane.
No, I was acting.
What were you acting as? Who?
Like a little kid.
That was not little kid vibes.
I'm giving horrible vibes.
Horrible energy. Horrible vibes from you.
Oh my God.
Today is proof that you can take a bad situation and you can make it so much worse. I mean, I feel like I've been having a tough day.
You have been having a really tough day.
It's been a tough day.
Do we want to talk about it?
I'm going to quickly, briefly touch on it.
Okay.
A layoff, in a way. I found out that I have to get insurance.
In 2
I'm
days.
completely done with my prep. I guess that's really it.
I mean, that's like a triple whammy.
It was a triple wham. And then to start applying a prosthetic face piece was shocking.
It was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I also can't breathe, and that's literally
don't
fine.
worry, I'm in the same boat. I don't have a nose.
We can't breathe, and that's
I can't breathe or move
art.
Any part of my face besides my mouth.
Yeah, it's for the art. At least I can I'm mobile.
And all I could think about is, do you think that the adhesive is gonna rip out my eyebrows and my facial hair? Do you know what I mean?
Don't even.
That's all I thought about. All I thought about.
I will say you look so good.
I kind of look really good.
Are you
Am I horny?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a it's kind of like, oh
my God. That's that you can't do that. You can't do that on camera. You literally can't do that.
My grussy.
I'm literally 6. I'm literally 6.
I just feel like I was born to be a Grinch. I feel like this, I do feel like more empowered and more myself like this.
It's interesting because you are somebody who I feel like is very festive and loves Christmas, but in your everyday attitude, would you say that you give Grinch?
I've always given Grinch.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice. I do feel like I'm in character right now.
Yeah, you feel really comfortable.
Isn't that... Are you freaked out by that?
I'm kind of freaked out. I hate to say, I also feel
you're feeling cozy?
Really comfortable.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
You're giving, you're full femme. The shaved face, the blush, the foundation, the wig. I went
into Sephora. She said, what do you need the foundation for? I said, I'm going to be Cindy Lou Who. And she said, that's it.
She just said that, and then what? Yeah. She left?
She said, let me get my screen. Got me the foundation, sent me on my way. Said, kill it, Cindy. And now we're here.
You're kind of killing it.
And now I'm killing it.
You've gotten every piece of the costume?
Yeah, so we have the mittens,
right.
We have the red stockings, we have these little I always wanted to wear. I think these are so cute.
You should start wearing them.
I should start wearing them.
Yeah, it's kind of hot.
Little doily socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had basically the same exact dress. The only thing that's missing, and I ordered them, I just didn't have
pom-poms.
Or the pom-poms.
They didn't show up in time?
No, I have. I just didn't glue them.
It's quite incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you for your work here.
Of course.
I think that we really came together for the holidays.
And it's just none of this was comped.
This was literally are funneling money into a sinking ship called Good Children, the podcast.
I would say it's, yeah.
Good children, good children, good children, good children, good, good, good is good, good, good is good, good, good is children, good children, good children, good children, good children, good children, good children. That's one of the fucking hottest Christmas songs of all time.
All time.
Carol of Bells is an insane song.
Because you just have to repeat the same exact words over and over again, and
I'm gagged. Why is it like an EDM remix?
Yeah.
It always has been.
Yes.
That's one of the best. What's the Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Is that what
Have you ever been?
I have never been.
I feel like you would lose your mind.
I think I would lose my. I think my body wouldn't be able to. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to sit still. I'd be like,
you'd be up. You'd be rolling.
I've been thinking about that and like operas lately. Like I think I would really lose my mind in an opera.
Oh yeah, because of White Lotus.
Because of White Lotus.
Yeah,
need to go.
I do feel like that's definitely something you should do alone.
Okay, that's literally fine. Like I can do things alone. I've been doing things alone lately.
Are you having a holly jolly Christmas? Is it like Stitchy or is it Grinchy? My Grinch voice.
No, I think that's good, Joe.
It's just like not bad. It's not the best.
No,
I kind of want to be him. I kind of want to be him.
It's good enough.
Is it Jim Carrey? God, yeah. He's so fucking hot. The fact that he did that is insane to me.
The Mask. He's done everything.
The Grinch especially, though. What a sexy role.
I don't think we're gonna be able to get past that.
It's just a very sexy character.
It is. It's just like the hair of it all.
The hair of it all. And again, like my hole is out right now. Like he doesn't wear pants. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I get what you kind of mean. Like you're in pants, but like
I have on
really
multiple pairs of pants right now.
I get what you mean.
But like if this was real life, my grissy and my hole would be on display for you.
But like, was it really?
I don't know, but I just can only imagine that
his little outfit had to cover that.
Like it should be a little bit lower.
Like,
but either way, like was he wearing panties?
We need the details. Was the Grinch wearing panties?
I feel like maybe.
I feel like probably not.
Oh my god, he's so hot.
Oh, that's so weird.
Hey you guys, and welcome to a very special holiday episode of Good Children, the podcasts where hosts Joe Hegyes
and Andrew Muscarella
reflect on our 21 years of friendship, growing up in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and all of the nostalgia, trauma, and Christmas mornings that entails. My favorite time of year, besides Halloween. Yeah.
I don't think it's ever too early to start.
I mean, it's late for us. It's the 13th. It's Taylor Swift's birthday.
It's Taylor Swift's birthday, Joe, and we don't even have a Christmas tree up.
No, that's the best we're going to get this year because last year's incident was a little bit fucking problematic in my opinion.
I mean, because we had the Christmas tree up until March. I can't believe we were traumatized by that experience and now we don't have a Christmas tree.
Now we can't have one.
No.
Because we're lazy fucking sacks of shit. What's your favorite part about the holiday season? Do you guys know that we don't script any, like we just sat down. I want to talk about that really briefly. Like we literally, the only plans we had for this episode were to do the costumes. But we have no idea what we're about to talk about.
I have zero clue.
No prep work went into this.
Zero clue.
But tell me, what's your favorite part of the holiday season?
My favorite part of the holiday season is honestly like the spirit that I feel. You know
do you feel it?
I do feel it. Like every year I do feel the spirit. It's like, it's the songs in tandem with like the lights. You're walking around in the Christmas market.
Yeah.
You're just it's peaceful. I feel relaxed.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
What doesn't relax me
is Christmas shopping.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's horrible for you.
I can't make a decision.
You can't make a decision, and it's honestly really sad to watch.
Yeah, it's in those moments, it's like it really hits me that I'm like, oh, whoa. Like, I'm really indecisive.
There's something wrong with me.
There's something wrong with me, for sure.
It is unfortunate. It's like sad to see it happen in real time.
Absolutely.
It's honestly really fun to go with you to the mall.
Yeah.
Like those little December 23rd days at Walt Whitman.
Yes.
I feel like you live like a Banana Republic.
The thing is, growing up, I did love a BR because I was like, I can get my dad, my brother, my brother-in-law, everybody in one foul swoop. Now I'm not really going into Banana. But yeah, I do love going I am the person that goes to the mall right before Christmas.
Which is, it's
never fun.
It's never fun, but it is part of the holiday season.
It is.
I hate to skip it. It makes me sick to skip it.
Yes. What about you? What's your favorite part of Christmas?
I don't know, you guys. I do feel a little bit Grinchy this year. I just feel like the holiday season isn't what it used to be.
Why?
I just think that like a lot of those special magic memories I had were like all, like Santa based and like.
What do you have to say about this now?
I don't know.
Nothing?
Can you help me out?
Yeah. Unwrapping toys and just the
you just feel like this year?
Believing.
You just feel like this year it's different?
It's just different this year.
Did you
now
stop believing?
I found out. No, who did tell you? What was the last straw? Was it? No.
It wasn't. No, because I was holding on for
fought.
old Saint Nick.
You had that hand on that hip, that finger wagging. You said Santa is real.
Real. Santa's real, and you can't tell me anything else. Because do you think that my parents... You guys, this is my literal nightmare.
I think we just leave it.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard not to burst into
No,
laughter.
actually. No, the thing is, it's like people wanted to tell me that Santa wasn't real. And what I had to say to them was, I'm not picking, I'm not getting it.
People wanted to tell you.
All these little losers wanted to tell me that Santa wasn't real. But what I had to say to them, do you think my parents could get me all of those gifts? Where are they putting the gifts? Of course, Santa is making the gifts. And told me in 4th grade, you really think Santa's real? You really think he's real? He's not real.
God, and that was Polar Express year, I almost think.
That was Polar Express here. And I was like, you haven't heard the ringing bell. You can't hear it.
Yeah, I heard that ringing bell. Like, I was adamant on hearing the bell ringing for the rest of my life. The movie was Trauma. For me, I feel like, but when did you officially say it? When did you throw it?
6th grade.
Same. Isn't that crazy? I don't think we ever talked about it.
We never
both
talked
threw in
about
the
it.
towel in 6th grade.
It was, I don't think, yeah, we both never talked. It was like literally like us coming out to each other.
Yeah, we were like,
We're like, we were just different that year.
we were
just
like Santa's fake.
We're like,
We just like let it linger.
6th year was a crazy year for me because it was like, I realized that Santa was not real. And like, I also was the first year I said, fuck.
Same.
Because what else did I have to hold on to? Like, I wasn't, like, Santa wasn't
Being a good
watching
boy
me
anymore. So the thing is, like, Christmas and Good Children is so our Good Children storyline is so integral to Christmas because of Santa. Because I wanted to be a good boy. I needed to be a good child. Because I need to be on the good list, not the naughty list.
Can you imagine getting coal?
No, I was sick every year. I was so afraid. That was my biggest fear.
Yeah.
I loved presents, and I was terrified of being naughty and not nice.
Yep.
Like, that was, I think that I cared more about Santa than God, if I'm being honest. Do you know what I mean?
And this is a place of honesty. I absolutely agree.
Like, I literally think I feared the wrath of Santa Claus more than hell.
yes.
Like, getting coal was worse than literally going to hell.
All you wanted was a little gift.
And I did get those gifts.
You got the gifts. Is your love language receiving gifts?
No, I think that it was at one point. My love language is now physical touch.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's like a 1 for me. That's a
That
problem.
used to be my lowest, and now it's my highest. It's a quality time, physical touch. I
Mine
love
is-
to give a gift. I love to receive a gift.
Do you?
No,
Receiving gifts though has been difficult.
it's difficult to feel. The worst feeling in the entire world was the first year that you opened gifts knowing for a fact they were not from Santa, but you had not discussed that with your parents. And like, I was opening gifts being like,
Ooh.
thanks. Like, trying to be like, yeah, I know it's you and not Santa.
They're
But
like, why are you thanking us?
And
I was
I'm like, because...
I was like, that freaking letter from Santa is a bunch of baloney.
What letter did you get from Santa?
I used to get letters from Santa every year.
You got a letter?
Absolutely.
He wrote you a letter?
They wrote a letter.
You didn't write him the letter? He wrote you one?
He wrote me a letter.
What the hell was he saying to you?
He was saying,
Andrew, you've been such a good boy this year. You blah, 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 blah. You're going to receive all of these gifts. I'm watching, blah, 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 something like that.
and like a little scribble.
What if you added a little bit of blush to the tip of your nose?
Should I?
I feel like, yeah, for me, it was 6th grade. I think I've actually told this story on the podcast before, but it's seasonal, so it's worth bringing up again. 6th grade, Mrs. Armstrong's class, first day of 6th grade, day 1. I sit down in class. She's like, you guys, one of my favorite teachers. She was like, we're learning about history this year. We're learning about the Roman Empire. We're learning about like Mesopotamia. We're going to learn about Jesus Christ. He's a real person. He's not like Santa Claus. And it was like literally the first 25 seconds of 6th grade.
You had an older woman break the news to you?
Within the first 5 minutes.
Did you feel
of
like
middle
your
school.
heart was ripped out?
Yes, because I was like, because it wasn't even like, it wasn't the same
can't
as like a
imagine.
kid saying Santa's not real. It was an adult being like, obviously not like Santa.
And like, you're obviously going to take an adult's viewpoint.
Yes,
Like,
and I
they're
was like-
right. They're telling the truth.
And I was like, okay. And then like, that was literally like, again, the first 5 minutes of my entire middle school experience was when Santa was not real. Yeah. And then I remember saying,
just-
fuck, 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 fuck. And then I was told that you were mad that I was cursing and you weren't.
Yeah, because I was like, Joe's saying fuck, but like it's no longer just like he's not just saying fuck once. Like, why is Joe saying fuck 55
I'm saying
times?
fuck a lot, yeah. Oh god, yeah, but that was a troubling time. And then like you know me, like cookies and milk, obviously year after year.
Of course.
I think
Carrots.
carrots. Remember the reindeer food shit? Remember that era? It was like some sparkles you threw on the street.
Everyone was throwing those damn
Literally
sparkles.
distributing microplastics onto the grass.
Yeah, they're like the reindeer
Love this shit. And I was like, yeah, I need
And whoever was
Rudolph.
supplying that was like,
I'm making bank.
Cha-ching!
Yep. I was obsessed with the reindeer. Obviously, you know I had a
Obviously.
Rudolph era. Also hot. Rudolph is hot.
that one for me is like, I do think that Rudolph is a child.
I'm talking from a child's perspective. Like,
Oh, okay.
when I was a kid, I was in love with. I think that Rudolph was my first crush.
Yeah, Rudolph is
Gay.
yeah.
No,
for sure.
very, very clearly. Like, I think that's kind of.
That I whispered it.
You whispered it as every week I say some other beloved childhood thing is gay. I think it's very clearly the point of that movie. Like, yes, he like gets with Clarice, but like that's his hag. Like,
Yeah.
he's a gay little boy, and his dad is like, you are acting gay.
Yep.
Like that's the whole movie. He's like, why
He's just
aren't you like
different.
playing with the rest of the reindeer boys? Like you should
Yep.
be playing the reindeer games. And he's like, no, I talk like this, and I have a red nose. Like, yeah,
They're
gay.
like, Rudolph, you're just different.
You're just
like,
different.
Yeah.
And he goes to the islands of the misfit toys. I really did relate to Rudolph a lot as a kid, and now I'm kind of realizing why. I had so many Rudolph
Yeah.
stuffed animals
You did have a few.
because they made him a Build-A-Bear. And let's talk about Build-A-Bear.
Oh,
Have you ever been happier in your entire life than the times in
giving
which you were
something-
building a bear?
no, because you go in there and you're like, hey, they have 55,000 options, and you know that you're going to put a heart in that stuffed animal. When you were putting in, did you put in any of your own, your voice?
I didn't do that shit. I wasn't that like self-obsessed.
I was doing that shit.
You were putting your own voice into your Build-A-Bear so that when you squeezed its paw, you would start speaking to yourself. People do that with like their dead grandpa.
I actually did have one. I did have one for
What
my
did it
grandma.
say?
For my grandma.
Oh, see,
yeah. Now that I realize it, like
it was not you.
there was definitely one for my grandma.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
That's dark. I will say every single time that you were filling that bear, it
and
was like
you kiss the heart, you spin around
euphoric.
3 times, you make a wish, you put the heart in that carcass, and
Yep.
they shove a tube in it.
it's like a sausage.
Yep.
They're literally putting
And like they go limp from, and they're like, they're like, do you want it firm or soft? And I'm like, give me it medium firm.
it's literally like mattresses.
I want it medium
You're like, yeah.
firm.
You walk out of there $60
in
later.
that little cardboard house for it.
and you're like, it's actually
It's real.
It's having. I would get underwear for it.
Oh my god, they were decked
I
out.
had it had a bathrobe.
That was my favorite toy as a kid because again, it was unlike Pillow Pets. A Build-A-Bear sold the experience that I was holding like a living, breathing entity. That's why I still have Rudolph and Clarice on my bed in my bedroom at home. To this day.
To this day.
To this day.
What was your best gift that you've ever received?
I know it's Bratz Ski Lodge.
It's Bratz Ski Lodge.
100%. That was
Yeah.
like my parents weren't like, yes, get the girl toys.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't. They weren't like slay mama. Like
Yeah.
get that. They were like, are you sure you want the littlest pet shops? Like there's Hot Wheels right here. They were trying.
You were like,
they were-
I didn't make
was
a
like,
mistake.
Yeah, I was like, no, yeah, I want that. So it was like for me as a kid to get the Bratz Ski Lodge, I was like,
It was a huge deal.
yeah, I was like, this literally is all I want. Like that was it for me.
Yeah.
And then I like obviously like I used to always, it's funny, like I kind of wonder if this is all related back to each other, but I was like, I used to be like, I like playing with toys because it's like making mini movies. Like that's what I would say to everyone.
Yeah.
Like I like having dolls because I get to like make movies. And I did end up recording everything.
Yeah.
Aragon, fly Saphira! And I'm here to like tell you about this awesome product. 100, 580, 2, 300, hydroxide perfume today.
I have so much footage of me playing with toys.
The Littlest Pet Shop.
The dramas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The drama.
The drama that I would put on with those pet shops.
They were
But, like,
dating. They were breaking up. There was divorces.
oh yeah, and that's why the Bratz Ski
fighting.
Lodge was the house for most of it because
Yeah.
I was like, it was just like amazing. It was like literally, it was like only dollhouse.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was a dream come true.
You were having
product.
everybody in that mansion, or the Littlest Pet Shop. It was like Gatsby's mansion. I mean, were you Gatsby?
Yeah, but the holiday season, I used to write Santa a letter.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we would everybody would drop it off, no?
Right, but I don't get why he was responding to you.
No, Santa was writing me a letter when he, like, dropped off the gifts.
Oh.
He would, like, eat his cookies and then be like, thank you so much for the cookies. Like,
Oh, that's sweet. See, he just pumped and dumped for me.
he was pumping and dumping.
Yeah.
He gave you nothing.
No,
Did you have, like, the little feet on the floor?
No, he would eat the cookies. He would drink the milk. 1 year, because I'm psychotic, and this is so me to this day, I was trying to catch him in the act. I was like, I know this shit's fake. It was probably, must have been like toward the end of my believing in Santa, and I was like, if Santa's real, I want him to prove it. And I left a digital camera next to the letters, and I said, "Dear Santa, if you could, please take a picture of your reindeer on the camera, so that I want to see what the reindeer look like." And
Your dad was probably like, shit.
fucking shit. And he did take a picture. Like, he took like this really blurry like picture of like lights. And I remember like the first thing I did when I woke up, like I saw the gifts, so I went right to the camera and I turned it on and like saw like a blurry like dark sky with like lights, and I was like, oh my god, he's real.
He's real.
And like I just got chills saying it. It was like
Wait,
that moment for me.
Your dad is a genius.
Yeah, I mean,
my parents set up a camera on their end.
And did they?
They did.
They did it.
They all you saw was like a walk past the camera.
I would freak the fuck
And I
out.
was like,
Ugh,
they
I
did
wanna
it
be a
for that.
parent.
They did it for the Easter Bunny. They did it for everybody.
I wanna be a
Everything.
parent. I
My
wanna be a
mom would put
dad.
the boots on. She would get like a little like powder. She would press it down on the floor, and it would just leave a trail to the tree. So
Stop.
creative.
It's so creative, and it's so fucking sweet and
It's so
cute. And like
sweet.
those are the memories from childhood that I think I value the
know.
most, was Christmas.
And it's sweet because like now that I have nieces, like waking up and seeing them like
for their reaction.
freak
Yeah.
out, that is what is nice.
That
It's like
is-
living through them, and I think that's basically what parents are doing too.
I cannot wait to make my kids believe in Santa until they're 15 years old.
Yeah.
Like, I will do whatever it takes. I'm going to raise Amish kids. I know it. Because like, I don't want them on TikTok. I'm not going to let my kids use the fucking internet. There's like 8-year-olds with iPhones.
Yeah,
what the fuck is going on?
It is really. It's
Like, that
getting
is not
wild.
going to happen. I don't care if my kids are social outcasts.
But like, think
and
about
rejects.
you. Like, you were a product of the internet. Like, you love. I mean, not at the beginning, but like,
I kind of was. I had unfettered
Yeah.
access to the internet since I was 18 months
yeah.
old.
And look at you now.
And look at me now. I don't want to repeat this.
You don't want them to be dressed up in a Grinch mask at 26
Unemployed
years
at
old?
26, applying for Medicare to get prep? No. I do think if I had less access to the internet, I would have just gone to like business school
Yeah.
and stayed.
Me?
I did go.
I had less access to the internet.
Yeah.
Not by
yeah.
just by choice.
And unfortunately,
I went to business school.
and you could have just been normal, and I corrupted you. It's a
could-
shame.
Isn't that just crazy?
Isn't it crazy that you could have just been like a normal you could have been a normal guy.
I could have
a
been working in finance.
Republican. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
I mean, I would say it's Elf. Although, like, I did recently watch Elf again, and I was kind of like,
Elf is not the sleigh it thinks it is.
I was kind of like, huh.
It's fun.
Home Alone is always a classic. That's more of like a snow day. There's a snow day. Home Alone is on.
Okay. Any time of year. It could be like February.
Yeah,
you're watching
absolutely.
Home Alone.
Absolutely. Just because
Okay.
there's Christmas in it doesn't mean I only can wait for Christmas.
See, for me, I can only watch that sort of film in the month of December.
Interesting.
My favorite is actually The Grinch
Yeah.
and Christmas with the Cranks.
I was gonna mention Christmas. Can we watch that?
Yeah, I would love to. And then honestly, that leads into my story. I mean, it was the collective trauma that we all experienced that year. And I hate to bring everyone down with this, but I have to tell it.
You do have to tell this.
It's the story of the hour.
It's Joe's holiday party.
It's Snowcella. It is like we've had our Joechellas. This year it's a holiday party. It's simply Snowcella. The theme is dress as an iconic character from a holiday film.
Yep.
I dressed as Nora Crank from Christmas with the Crank.
Yes, you
Not
did.
Nora. No, yeah, Nora Crank.
Yeah, you did.
Honey baked ham in tow, wig, incredible outfit. I did get a spray tan for it. That one.
That one missed me.
It missed
but you
me as
looked
well.
good. Like
I
you
looked
were
very
glowing.
Oh, she does get the tan. They do the tanning. That's why I got the
What
spray
did
tan.
I go as? I don't even remember.
You went as Kevin McAllister from Home Alone.
Oh yeah.
Lazy costume. Lazy costume. Not even a wig.
It was last minute.
Yeah, but you like knew about the party for a long time.
Yeah, but like I think that like there was like a stressor for the beginning there.
That party, again, if you don't know what a Joecella is, it's about 15 to 25 people max. It is like my closest friends and then a few other people. And this one was hosted, since it was Snowcella. Joecellas were usually outside. Snowcella was in my parents' basement. Obviously there's a step and repeat. Obviously there's merch. Obviously I spent my entire like maybe 2 weeks paycheck from BuzzFeed on decor for the basement. It looked so fucking stunning.
It was beautiful. It was a winter wonderland.
It was a winter wonderland, to say the least. To say the least. And like every good winter wonderland, there needs to be some horrific accident that no one who experiences it will ever leave the same person they were upon when they walked in. And
I don't even know, like, Joe, like, it shouldn't have been legal. Like, it really, like, looking back on it, what happened to all of us there is funny in retrospect. But, like,
it was dark.
It was really dark.
And what it was that I thought it'd be a funny idea to hire a Grinch impersonator to show up and surprise everyone at the party.
Yeah.
He did look exactly like this.
Yeah.
Almost to a T, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I would say that he looked great.
He looked great. So it's probably like 45 minutes into the party. There's not a lot of people there yet. The Grinch is 10 minutes out. I am like, holy shit, what the fuck do I do? I delegate all responsibility to our friend Rachel, who then has to take control because I'm hiding. I'm actually binge drinking in the basement.
Yep.
So the Grinch arrives. He brings with him a Cindy Lou Who handler of sorts.
I would say of sorts.
All of our friends are now like terrified for their lives. No one wants this to happen. Everyone has social anxiety. No one wants to meet the Grinch. He comes down the steps. The music cuts out. He's like, "How you doing, kids?" And then slowly he realizes it's an adult party and code switches and goes like, "How are you cocksuckers doing tonight?" And everyone panics. Everyone's so scared. And the tension builds so fast. Like, no one, like, if we were really fucked up, different story. But it was
like a horror
on.
movie. It was like a horror movie because then we have this older man in a Grinch costume calling us cocksuckers to our face. Something that
he fucking points to Cindy Lou and is like, "I'm here with Busty Lou Who. We're here to fuck up the party."
Busty Lou Who shows up.
Busty Lou Who and the Grinch are just continually like throwing like a fuck, slut, cock, like every graphic sexual term you could think of.
I'm standing in the corner. I'm
really also
like,
hiding.
What's going? I don't think anyone was near them.
No, everyone was acting as if this wasn't happening. Like we were all just praying it would go away. Within 45 minutes, I made Rachel pay him out and say, "Please leave." And she paid him, she got him out of there, and very recently he unfollowed her on Instagram years later.
That was like, he took a creative liberty on that one. That was improv for
I
him.
appreciate people who take risks.
That was his
walking
improv
into a basement party full of sober young adults and calling them cocksuckers is one of the biggest risks you can ever take.
Yeah, because you don't know who you're dealing with, and like little did he know.
It was a bunch of cocksuckers. Yeah, that night was, I mean, a Snowcella is always a holiday I enjoy. I bleached my eyebrows for the next one.
Yeah, you did.
I'm gonna look just like Jeffree Star. Oh, that honestly feels like a relief.
Those were just, I mean, they really were amazing.
I can't wait to bring them back.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
My favorite Christmas song?
Yeah.
I think it's gotta be My Only Wish This Year by Britney Spears.
It is a good one.
That's my favorite one. It's always spoken to me.
Kelly Clarkson is, I think, the queen of Christmas.
Okay. I can't say anything bad about Kelly, but I don't necessarily love her Christmas music.
I love the fact that, I mean, also, like, I've been singing it lately, but Snow in California. I think it's a really underrated Christmas song.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
I do like Ariana's. I like Christmas and Chill. I just don't know, again, if it's necessarily nostalgic to me. I don't even need nostalgia. I just need it to really have a purpose. And like My Only Wish This Year, like that song gets
had a purpose.
Me. Yeah, in my opinion.
Santa Baby, did it have a purpose?
Oh yeah, Santa Baby always freaked me out because I was like, I'm a kid. Why are you horny?
Yeah.
Like I was always like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like this is a Christmas. Like this is time for.
And then I was like, should I be horny for Santa?
I'm like, should I be fucking Santa Claus?
And then now looking back on it, I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Baby, It's Cold Outside. Controversy.
Controversy.
This is going to get canceled.
Yeah.
What do you feel about it?
Why are you going to put it on me first? Why do you got to put it on me first?
Okay, because I just felt like I was talking a lot, but I'll talk about it. I was the first to throw a brick. I was the first to say,
I think
fuck,
you broke the
baby,
news to
it's
me.
cold outside. Like, fuck this song. Like, this is horrible.
Misogynistic
Upon
men, disgusting.
some research, upon hearing some other people's opinions on the internet, I kind of like it now. I know. I don't like it.
Explain.
If it is,
I think that you need to explain and educate.
well, I mean, this is my opinion, and like, it doesn't really matter. But I think that, like, upon my research and upon probably a Tumblr post I read in 2014, like, it's not about like convincing someone to sleep with you. It's more like that's the kind of flirtatious energy that you had to bring in that time period, because it was like, oh, like, I really can't stay, because like a woman couldn't say she was gonna stay.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously she's like, oh, wow, like, it's getting dark. It's getting deep out there. Like, I should really be going home. And he's like, do you have to?
Baby, it's cold outside.
And, like, but if you interpret it the opposite way, I'm on your side, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, obviously. But if you choose to interpret it as, like, these are two adults, like, having consensual, like, weird, sexy banter.
Yeah.
I think I relate very much to the baby.
I agree.
I think I'm very much baby, and baby, it's cold outside.
Can't stay.
That's so me.
Cold outside.
I love to threaten to leave.
Yeah.
I'm always like, no, I really have to go.
And you're like, no, don't go, Joe, don't go. You're like,
I'm like, no, like, my sister will be suspicious.
Do you want to talk about the elephant in the room?
Which one?
Christmas shoes.
Sir, I want to buy these shoes for my mother, please.
Why was I streaming that
every year?
Every
over
year.
and over again.
Over and over again.
One of my favorite Christmas songs.
One of my favorite, and it like makes me sick to my stomach.
I love to
Why was I
feel-
forcing myself to a place to like cry over my mother,
Yeah, cry over the loss of the eventual loss of my mother. Yeah, it's crazy.
who was still alive and like
was like
well?
literally fine.
I was like, okay.
And I was like, no, I guess she's gonna die one day.
I'm like, I'm gonna
I
have to buy her
embrace it.
shoes.
Yeah.
And the music video is even worse.
The thing is, like, what I respect about that song is it's like someone walked into that studio and said, I'm gonna fuck up everyone's day. Like, I like a person who's able to be like, I know I'm ruining the mood, I know I'm being a Grinch, but I'm still gonna do it.
He said there's more than one Sarah McLachlan here.
And then it became a film. The Christmas Shoes.
I didn't see the film.
I'm passing on that one.
I didn't see the film on that one.
I feel like something that I deeply miss now as an adult is like the glamour and sexiness of like an elementary school chorus concert. Like,
Yeah.
that was something that I really, really valued as a kid.
Like showing up in your like sexy suit.
Like your white
Your
button-down
white
shirt,
button-down,
your black
black
slacks,
pants.
your black shoes, and sometimes a tie.
Sometimes a time knowing that afterwards you're going to Friendlies.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to get through this concert because it's Friendlies. The thing is about a elementary school, they were getting really creative. They were getting, we had props. Snow day, snow day.
Snow day, snow day, hope we have a snow day. I hope the forecast is right.
And I was serving. I was literally like, I was
like,
in that
I'm
moment
the
like,
fucking star.
I was meant to do this.
I'm a star.
I was meant to perform.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, our poor parents, my head is pounding.
Oh, grow up. I guess it's like we should keep the Christ in Christmas and like talk a little bit about religion.
Okay, let's talk about religion. Religious education when it
Yeah,
comes
I'll
to
never forget the day I
Jesus.
jerked off on Christmas morning.
And you walked into church and you felt, oh, did you go to church?
I didn't, that was something that I lucked out about. My parents never, I didn't grow up in that religious of a household.
Yeah.
I really do think that's why Santa fucked me up more.
Yeah.
I didn't go to church. I went to church like once a year at max. And it was like usually for an occasion. Like
Yeah.
it was like, oh, a confirmation or like a baptism. Like it wasn't like I did not go to church on Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Or
we
Easter.
were going to church on Christmas.
Do you still?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that thankfully never happened for me.
But you jerked off on Christmas morning and then what?
I was like, it's like I've doubled down on what I shouldn't be doing. Like, he has to be fucking pissed, and I am going to hell.
Yeah.
So that did put a damper on that one. That
But you
was
were kinda
probably
like-
like 7th grade.
You're like, Santa, ready to give me gifts.
No, I don't think I was jerking off and believing in Santa
Santa.
at the same time. Like, I
You never
hope
know.
to God that was two different instances in my life. How many years? I'm going to skip over God. How
we
many years
just
of
brought it
your
up.
life have you spent wanting to develop and produce a Christmas album?
Oh, Joe, I would say probably since I was 8 or 9.
Yeah.
I feel like it's still in the works.
It
It's
is.
definitely something
It's in
that
development.
Like, it's definitely in development for sure. I I need a duet. We should do a duet.
Obviously, we're doing Baby It's Cold Outside.
We're doing Baby It's Cold Outside. I know that you had a full song for the Thanksgiving Day
I've
parade,
had a
but like
few.
you had a
I've
few.
found a lot.
You had a few songs.
I have obviously, that's the difference
The
between
light behind you is going crazy this time. I had to say something.
I covered every single song on Taylor Swift's Sound of the Seasons at like maybe 10, and I found all of those videos.
Would you still want to kiss without mistletoe? What would happen if God would never...
I'm hoping for a Taylor's version so I can release Joe's version.
Yep.
And then Christmas of a Lifetime is an iconic
I still think,
song.
Joe, that could be released.
I do think that, like, I've always been like, why haven't I? It's just like, I think everyone just like probably secretly really wants a Christmas album. Like,
Because again, it goes back to the feeling. Like especially when I'm singing Christmas music, I'm like, don't get me started on Believe. Don't get me started on Believe.
by whom? If you just believe. Josh
Groban.
Right. Yeah. You love Josh Groban.
I did love Josh Groban. It was the belt.
What?
It was the belting.
Oh, I thought he was wearing like a fancy belt. That last week of school before Christmas break, you couldn't tell me shit.
You couldn't tell me shit. And the teachers are also like, what
God.
fucking movie am I going to play today?
And it's like Elf. And those half days you would get. Oh my God.
It was like the countdown to Christmas was just something else.
It was like, we don't incorporate that
No.
anymore. People need to start being really fucking riled up.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be riled up this year.
Yeah.
I want to be freaky.
Should we start taking half days?
I'm going to start taking... I might start taking half days for my unemployment and like go to
And let's
like
start hyping ourselves up. Let's start watching a movie at like 10:30 a.m.
yeah.
Being like, but only watching
Cozy.
40 minutes of it.
Yes.
Being like, okay,
Yes.
we'll have to
And then
pick
go
up.
to the next class and you watch the same exact movie and then the same 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That was the best part.
Yeah, you're like, okay, perfect.
Everyone was playing Elf. And I was like, okay,
Everyone.
great.
Sometimes you're in like history and it was like,
Like the
Jesus.
Jesus story, which
And
is
you're
always like,
you're like, this one.
this doesn't hit.
Yeah, this one's not
This isn't hitting the way you think it is.
This isn't Buddy.
Would you fuck Santa?
Oh, jeez.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Oh, yeah.
With like, especially his firm round belly that shook when it laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
And like everyone was like sitting on his lap.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
What's your favorite Christmas gift you ever gotten?
I think the Wii did change my life.
Yeah, traumatizing ways.
Traumatizing, but also in incredible ways. Like I was loving everything about the Wii, but it was the one year that I realized that Santa wasn't real. So like Santa didn't
Why?
produce the Wii.
Oh.
That was 6th grade. And that was the one thing that I asked Santa for, and I got it.
Wait, how did you find out Santa wasn't real? Did we talk about that? Did we ever cover the
What happened was like
that got into
dialogue
fourth grade?
never left my
Right.
mind.
Yeah.
So as I started then looking at Christmas through a different lens, I started to realize maybe Bobby was right. And that was tough on me. No one specifically told me,
Right.
but I did see a few lingering gifts. And then I saw them under the tree. And I saw it from Santa.
Oh my
And
God.
and like say what you want to say, but it was
tough.
hard.
It was hard. It's
It was
hard. It's so
really
fucking
hard.
sad.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like,
And I
do
felt
you...
so fucking ungrateful. I was like, oh yeah,
Thanks.
thank you. I love this Wii.
Yeah, miserable.
Can't wait to play it.
The worst feeling in the entire world. Yeah. And it's like, that's where you're like, do I want my kids to grow up with the idea of Santa? And then like be that heart soul crushed.
It's literally heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking. That was my first heartbreak, was
Yeah.
Santa not being real.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do I want my kids to go through that? Or do I want them to like, do I want to be like, and then when you turn like 9, like Santa is like a thing for like kids who are younger, but like you get to be Santa. Like, you know what I mean?
That's
like,
interesting. What's
I don't
that?
know. I just like tossed that idea around. Like, you know, like you get to like everyone is Santa basically. I feel like that's what my mom ultimately kind of explained to me. She was like, we're all Santa. Like you were like, you know, like we're all doing the thing that like Santa does. Like you give the gifts. Like you
Spreading
spread-
holiday
yeah.
cheer.
What's going on in front of us today? Oh,
what's going on in front of us. Okay, so I made a little board, and what I made was some brownies. I have this cream, you guys. It's a cool whipped cream, but I melted the white chocolate candy cane Hershey Kisses. I folded it into the Cool Whip. And then on the side, we have some crumbled or chopped up Hershey Kisses and some candy canes. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna build our own brownie peppermint bark.
I'm so freaking excited.
It's charcuterie. It's
for adults, and you get to literally enjoy the charcuterie. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so fucking excited. I think this is like perfect for a holiday party.
I agree.
You show up with this, I'd be dead.
I agree.
No, because like
I don't even know what to say, you guys, because
this is one of the best things I've ever eaten in my entire life.
the thing, okay, with the brownie, what I wanted to do was put it in a bigger pan so it got thinner than normal. The cream, the way that the cream and the brownie go together.
No, it's insane.
The reason that I wanted to add a little bit of the peppermint on top is because I felt like there needed to be a crunch element here. So much soft, we need a crunch. I think you can take it next step too if you want it in drizzle.
What are you gonna drizzle?
Like a fudge.
That's lovely.
It's all over that mask.
No,
it's just a little bit. At this point in my life, I'm kind of like, and I hate to be really on brand, it's just like, where are you, Christmas?
my world is changing. I'm rearranging. Does that mean Christmas changes too? Where are you, Christmas? Okay. And with that, it's time for the girls' room. Today's question is,
What's at the top of your Christmas list this year?
Top of my Christmas.
what's the gift you want? It could be metaphorical, it could be physical, it could be literal. What is the thing that you want Santa to bring you this year?
I think Santa, like, I'm ready. You know what I mean?
Like, what does that mean?
Santa baby coming down the chimney. You know what I mean?
You want Santa?
No, like, I want love.
Okay. Yeah,
You
my
know?
only wish this year.
My only wish this year.
Oh, that's sweet.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's for 2023. That's also a New Year's resolution. And the ball is literally in my court.
Yeah, I mean, but you're putting it out there.
I'm putting it out there.
Check your DMs.
My DMs are literally...
If Santa could give me one gift this year, it would be an amazing partner for Good Children to sponsor season 2. So if you're listening and you work for any sort of company
that was good.
that has money to throw around and wants to put it towards 2 crazy kids who are about to start production on their 2nd season of Good Children, let us know. Email us at goodchildrenpod@gmail.com.
And all I'm going to say to add to that is, Joe, since we're doing boards of the week, if anybody wants us to, like, feature an item,
if you have some prosciutto, if you have some crackers, if you have any kind of cheese, any kind of meat at all, any sort of sweet,
Chef Danielle, we're coming for you.
We're coming for Danielle. She knows.
She knows.
But anything at all, like if you think that if it would make sense in a board, or if you just want if you want us to just enjoy it behind the scenes, we'll also do that.
Yeah.
But if it makes sense for us, we're gonna put it on the camera.
Absolutely.
So hit us up.
Let's do it.
And I guess that really is.
That's the end
really the end. You know exactly where to find us.
On Instagram at Good Children Pod. On all platforms at Good Children Pod.
All platforms at Good Children Pod.
And I hope everybody has.
I'm on Instagram at Joe Hegyes, JoeHegyes.
I'm on Instagram at Andrew Muscarella, Muscarella.
Yeah, I guess I hope everyone has a very happy holiday season. Merry whatever you celebrate.
Yes.
And a great new year.
Yes.
We'll see you in 2023. Or we'll see you on Patreon.
Now turning the corner is Joe Hegyes on his Give a Gift Foundation float, singing the song Christmas of a Lifetime. Let's welcome Joe.
Christmas time, filled with laughter, smiles, and bright eyes. faster and nobody stops and looks around. Too busy planning parties and happenings. What's the purpose behind the presents, Christmas trees? Maybe you explain to me. Christmas Eve is filled with fun, getting pressed from everyone. Why is this all begun? Let's take a chance, a path to run into the past when we have come to the beginning of a lifetime. Whoa, Christmas time is here.